All right, hey
Hi,
everybody. Back live again as promised
Yep.
for our downtown Fresno walking tour today. We're gonna take everybody on a little walking tour of downtown Fresno for people who either even if you do live here, maybe there's some stuff that you'll see on our tour that you don't know about or are unfamiliar with, or for people who don't live here, have never been here, you can kind of see a little bit about downtown Fresno, what's going on in downtown Fresno, or for people that maybe lived here before and and haven't been here in a while. Maybe you'll see some new stuff that's going on in downtown Fresno, because there definitely is new activity here. So. First off, we're going to start and say that we're actually going to be starting a YouTube channel, and we don't have the name exactly nailed down yet, but it'll be something like The Adventures of BNR or something along those lines. But
we don't know yet.
We're in the middle of getting that all set up, and we'll do some live videos and stuff on YouTube. So when we do finally get our YouTube channel set up, we do hope that everybody will like and subscribe and do all that fun stuff. So we'll do some really fun videos and all that good
we're
stuff.
gonna hit the gym, and I'm gonna record Brian doing some exercise. That would be fun.
Okay, so right now, where we're at right now, a lot of you probably know, we're going to start the tour and end the tour at the baseball stadium, the downtown baseball stadium here in Fresno. So this stadium opened in 2002 here in downtown Fresno. It's called now Chauncey Park. I'll kind of lift up the thing here. Maybe you can see Chauncey Park. And Chauncey Park, the Fresno Grizzlies, this is where the Fresno Grizzlies play baseball, here at Chauncey Park. And in 2002, they moved here from Pete Biden Field, which Pete Biden Field is the baseball stadium at Fresno State. That's where the Fresno State Bulldogs play baseball. And when the Grizzlies moved here, they moved here from Tucson. I think from Tucson or from Phoenix. They were the AAA affiliate of the San Francisco Giants. And they were the affiliate of the Giants for a while. And then the Giants went to Sacramento, and the Fresno Grizzlies then became the AAA affiliate of the Houston Astros. They were the Astros affiliate for a couple of years. They actually won the AAA championship as the Astros affiliate, and then they were the affiliate of the Washington Nationals for the last two seasons. Now, or two seasons. I think two seasons. But you have to remember that last season, 2020, there was no minor league baseball season. So they didn't play baseball. There was no games here. There was nothing. Minor league baseball reorganized this year, which, I mean, it's pretty sucky, like the way that they did it, the way they reorganized and stuff. But
at least we'll get baseball.
Yeah, at least we're going to still have baseball here in Fresno. They have realigned, and Fresno is now the AAA. I'm sorry, they're now the single A affiliate for the Colorado Rockies, and they'll be playing in the Cal League. So they'll be playing teams like Visalia and Stockton. And so it'll be cool because we'll get to see Stockton because they'll get to come to Fresno. But the thing that's crazy about it is that this stadium right here is definitely not a single A baseball stadium. I mean, this is definitely like a AAA. And this is a 15,000 seat stadium.
It's not the Visalia Rawhide.
It's not the Visalia Rawhide Stadium, but this is a really nice baseball stadium if you've never been here before. And this is also where every year they have the Taco Truck Throwdown. And we're not sure what the status of that is going to be for this year, but they are saying that fans will be allowed at the beginning. Limited attendance will be allowed, and they're going to I think it's 25% capacity to start the season. And the weird thing about this season is that I don't know I'm not sure. I haven't followed the minor leagues like so closely, but like single A baseball doesn't start until like the second week of May. So it's a little ways away until we get to single A baseball. They'll start in May. I think their first games here in Fresno are at home against the Visalia Rawhide, and so that'll be fun to get back out to the ballpark. Ralph and I have had season tickets here for the past few seasons, and we love to come and we bring Ralph's nephews and nieces and cousins and everybody. And everyone loves to come to the games. The games are really fun to come to here, and they've put in a new seating area, and we'll walk around the stadium here and kind of show you guys around. So, all right, I'm going to flip it around. I'm going to show you. So Fresno downtown is Fresno downtown is a really kind of an interesting area in Fresno. It's changing a lot, and there's been a lot of like big grandiose plans that maybe necessarily haven't always come into play. But the baseball stadium is right at the edge of it's right in downtown. It's right in the middle of downtown. Right now we're on the corner of Inyo and H Street, which I don't think that this would really be considered the main entrance of the stadium, but it's one of the entrances of the stadium. So I'm gonna flip the camera around. I'm gonna show you. It's very industrial, kind of when you get past here. Like this is all like old train depots and things like this. You can see the train going by in the distance there. And then here's the actual Chukchansi Stadium. And on this side of the stadium, they have the carousel, the merry-go-round.
It's the actual Michael Jackson carousel.
Yeah, the carousel from the Michael Jackson Neverland Ranch. And here's the stadium. And then over here on this side, when they have the taco truck throwdown, this is all filled with taco trucks. But when it's not the taco truck throwdown, it's basically like homage to agriculture, since agriculture is very important for Fresno and the Fresno region. So, and very prominent in Fresno. So here is they kind of like they have like a big plaza area, and again there's their scoreboard kind of back there in the distance, and kind of downtown Fresno, some of the buildings in downtown Fresno. So some of the things that have changed around the stadium recently, or probably not recently, but recently, like within the last couple of years, is that they've created an area over here that's basically, it's like a I don't know, like a brewery, kind of like microbrewery kind of things. And one of those, they have like Sequoia Brewery and some local like breweries that have like, that serve food and stuff. And I'll show you, they're right up here. Here's kind of downtown Fresno, the skyline. You can see off in the background. You can see the Security Bank building off in the background. That's the tallest building over there. And then way off in the distance over there, you can see a building that has, there's a little G on the top. I don't know if you can see the G, but it's kind of way in the background that you can see, like on the very top of the building, there's a pillar and there's a G on it. Well, that's the Guarantee Bank building. And that G, years ago, when I was a kid,
used to light up.
That G used to light up and it would tell you what the weather was. If it was red, it meant it was going to be hot. If it was green, it was going to cool. If it was blue, it was going to rain. Like there was a whole bunch of colors on there. It was very, like when you're a kid, you're like totally like enthralled by like that kind of stuff. So yeah, here's like the Tioga Sequoia Brewing Company. But we'll go by here. You'll see it's very active. Like there's a lot of people, and it's kind of become, especially like when there's a game, like, oh man, like it's so busy. So this is looking down Broadway. This is more like away from downtown. The freeway that you see off in the background there, that's the 41 freeway that goes up to Yosemite National Park, and then to the west that goes all the way over to the ocean, to Highway 101 that connects up over like in the Atascadero, San Luis Obispo area. So that's the 41 freeway. That's how we get to the beach or Yosemite. Which, another thing, if you're not familiar with Fresno, is that Yosemite National Park, like to be in the valley, you can be in the valley in like less than 2 hours. Yep. Probably. So the main entrance gate is like maybe 45 to 50 minutes, and then you can be in Yosemite Valley in less than 2 hours.
Unless you have a slow driver in front of you, it takes an hour.
Yeah, I'm 41 because 41's a little bit windy, a little bit curvy.
But you have someone that's always driving so slow.
So this is like the back entrance to Grizzly Stadium. Now this is where the players come in, and a million years ago, Ralph and I used to work here at Grizzly Stadium back in 2002, 2003, 2004, and this was where we would come in. This is where we had to come in to go to work. We would check in here at the gate and go into the stadium. So, hey, maybe we can get a better view of the field here.
They actually added a security.
There's a security booth here.
They actually added that. That wasn't there back in 2000.
So there's kind of a look inside into the stadium. And then like the brewery. So here's Tioga Sequoia Brewery. It's on the corner here. And like I said, when there's a game, like it's hopping over here, right? Like it's very, very hopping. So this is the brewery right over here. And you can see they've got like a lot of like picnic tables and things set up there. And inside they have merchandise, and you can order food, and they have a beer garden. And when it's baseball season, they've got like at nighttime they have like fire pits and live music, and it's super happening when there's a baseball game. Like it's not a lot going on today, but it's a Sunday, and it's okay. There's a decent number of people there, so it's very cool. It's called the Tioga Sequoia Brewing Company. And then down Fulton Street, so we're going to talk about Fulton Street here in a second, but we're coming up to Fulton Street, which is like the main street in downtown Fresno. And here's an advertisement. Let's give someone a plug here. Let's see here. Big Man's California Barbecue. For the barbecue lover in you.
Oh, that's the one I follow on Instagram.
Tri-tip ribs and chicken.
I want to check them out.
All right. Well, they're on 3144 East Ventura Street. So that's here in downtown. So, all right, we're going to keep going this way here. We're going to cross Fulton Street. And right now we're at the corner of Fulton and Inyo here in downtown Fresno. And you can see that so this is like the main downtown street, Fulton Street. And we're going to talk about this in just a second when we go back to it. But that's the main street in downtown Fresno right here, Fulton Street. And if you look towards the south, it gets very industrial, with the exception of like this block that we're coming up to right here. So I'll show you. This block has become like, the microbrewery type block, like I was saying about. So here's more of, Tioga Sequoia. And like I was saying, like at nighttime, they have fire pits and live music, especially like in the summer and when there's a game. And the summer, Fresno is very hot. So in the daytime, there wouldn't be very many people out and about because it would be in the hundreds, 110 or whatever, 112 in July. But at nighttime, it's warm, so it's comfortable. But it's still warm. It's still be in the 90s, like in the nighttime. But it's 80s, 90s. It's still nice, where you can kind of come down. So you can kind of see it's industrial along here, but they've added a lot of stuff. So like right over here, you'll see like there's a brand new like bar and restaurant, and this taco truck that's right here, this Gonzalez Taqueria, this is a taco truck that is used. They come every year to the Grizzlies Taco Truck Throwdown. So it's very cool. They have really good tacos, and when it's the Taco Truck Throwdown, they have like the best like salsa bar.
Yeah,
I would say, right? The best salsa bar.
Yep.
It's really awesome.
No more salsa bar.
No more salsa bar. Not now. Not
now.
So anyway, this is where we're gonna kind of stop. There's a billiards place right here. It's they sell billiards tables here. It's not where you go in and play pool.
You can have
they make billiards tables, and they got kind of a cool awning. But anyway, here's like one of the newer like restaurants, and they built like outdoor seating like out onto the street area, and so it's very, very cool. Very cool. And like I said, on Fridays and Saturdays, it's pretty hopping down here. It's pretty happening. All right, so we're going to go down Fulton Street towards the main parts of downtown, like what we consider downtown Fresno. And we'll show you the back gate to Chauncey Park. We'll show you where Ralph and I's tickets are for the Grizzlies. And then we'll show you where we actually sit, because we don't actually sit in our seats. And we'll talk about that when we get over there and tell you why that is. But we have really good seats. Our actual seats are really good seats. But the seats that we sit in are more fun. And we'll tell you about that when we get over. We'll be there in just a second. But basically, this is Fulton Street. And up until just a couple of years ago, Fulton Street, right here where this stop sign is, that's as far as you could go on Fulton Street. That's as far as you could drive. The street dead ended. And then if you look right over there where those cars are parked, there would not have been cars parked there because Fulton Street was a pedestrian mall. So it was built in the early 60s, and it was originally opened up to traffic back in the early 60s. And then they changed it to be a pedestrian mall. And it was a pedestrian mall for a long time. So right now you'll see, and I'll kind of show you down the way here. Right now you see that, there's cars and stuff coming down here, but before, like running down the middle of this street was like a fountain.
There's water
and
fountains.
water fountains and water features.
Like this. Water
Yeah, it's like this. So
fountains.
like here's a water fountain. This is one of the water fountains that was part of it.
The main ones. This is one of the
It doesn't have any water in it right now. There's some down here that do still have water in them, but like these were all down the street. You could walk. It was actually really nice, but the problem was that people just weren't really coming down here. It started to attract like homeless people and things like that, and so it just kind of got to be.
They were supposed to build a mall down here.
They were supposed to build like a whole mall. This right here, it looks like a building. It's not a building. This is actually the parking garage for Grizzly Stadium, or Chukchansi Park. Chukchansi Park, and the reason it's called Chukchansi Park is Chukchansi is the casino that's located just outside of Fresno, maybe 30 minutes up 41 towards Yosemite, and they are the ones that pay for the naming rights for the stadium. But you're going to see some of the water features that are like the original water features from when Fulton Mall was a pedestrian mall. So you see there's like a lot of like little water features that go through here. And before, like I said, there was no street, so you couldn't drive through here. It was just a Fulton, just a pedestrian mall. And then right here, this building right here, I'll get out. This was the original Gottschalks. Right here. This is the original Gottschalks. And obviously it's been closed for years and years. They do. Yeah, you'll still be able to see Gottschalks on the sign up here. It's kind of funny. It's been closed for many years. But it's actually really nice to walk around down here. It's just that it kind of attracted the wrong crowd. So here's like some of the water features. And you can see like downtown Fresno has some like advertisements with like the Grizzlies, and a lot of these stores they're closed. They were hoping to like have kind of a revitalization down here, but then they reopened this up to pedestrians, and then coronavirus happened. So you can still see, like it says Gottschalks, like the outline of where it says Gottschalks on the building, and they had a cool sign, that says like, open until, and then they would have like, what time they were closing on that particular night. You can see our pigeon friend up there. And they had kind of turned it into like a swap meet, like flea market, but swap mall, but it's all closed now. It's all completely closed. It's actually moved across the way here, the kind of swap mall, which is now, it's called the Mammoth Mall.
Which it used to be a long time ago. It used to be Sears.
But yeah, Sears.
It used to be Sears.
First, before we keep going down this way, we're going to actually make a left here, and we're going to go into this is like the back entrance of Grizzly Stadium.
Yeah.
It's not a secret entrance, but it's the back entrance, and it's the entrance that we usually go in. Except as season ticket members, we can go in a separate entrance. So this right here used to be Leftenberg's Bridal, and now it's no longer the bridal shop. But there's a sign on the other side of the stadium that sometimes the balls would hit the signs. So this is like a side entrance kind of into Chukchansi Park. You'll see, again, like a lot of the water features, like in downtown here. Lots of water features. Looks like some of them are under repair. You can even see there's an old sign right here that says Leftenberg's Bridal. Like it's left from when this used to be Leftenberg's Bridal.
It was left.
Yeah, it was left. It was leftover.
It was leftover.
This was left over from Leftenberg's.
Also, there's the big one, isn't it?
Yeah, I think they've taken it down now. So
No, I think
you can
so.
see that it's basically just an abandoned building at this
all
point.
the time. I don't know if they put it back.
But here we go. Here's the back entrance to Chukchansi Park, home of the Fresno Grizzlies. And we'll walk over here. We'll show you this is like an auxiliary ticket box. On really busy games, this is open, but if it's not a really busy game, it's not really open. So one of the features that they have here at Chukchansi Park is they have a swimming pool. And you probably can't see it very well, but it's right back there. And it's basically right in center field. So if you can rent the swimming pool out, And it's only like $25 a person. You have to get you have to get a big group though. You have to get like, I think 25 people or more, and it's like $25 a person. You can rent the swimming pool. It even comes with food. I think they have a barbecue out here, and you can swim. They've got a spa. They've got changing rooms, and then there's a berm. You can't see it, but underneath that scoreboard right there, there's a berm where you can actually sit and watch the games. You can set up. There's also some chairs up there. You can sit there and watch the game. So there's one of the concession stands over there, the Apo Taco. So this is, like I said, they don't use this box office very often, but if the game is busy, this box office is definitely going to be open. Now you'll see here that the calendar is the 2019 promos because, like I said, there was no 2020 minor league baseball season, so there's still we're going to show you where our tickets are. So here's the baseball stadium, and our season tickets that we have.
It was so funny because we had 216, don't we? Yeah, we had 216.
Yeah,
we did have 216.
We sit in section 216, right behind home plate.
Does that sound familiar?
Does that sound familiar to anybody who's watching the video? So we sit in section 216, right behind home plate. We have 2 seats right on the aisle. Yeah. They're great seats. However, when we come to the games, we don't ever sit there.
Nope.
We sit over here in the outfield, and I'm going to show you why in a second as we go by. No, see, they changed that sign right there used to say Leftenbergs, but now it says Growlifornia for the Grizzlies. So here's inside the stadium, and here's our seats. Let's see. Our seats were right over there. It's like behind home plate. But where we actually sit is way over here. You can maybe see there's an area with like some tables and things that are in there. And it's called the Fresno Social Club. And the reason that we like to sit in the Fresno Social Club is because the seats are not reserved. It's first come, first served, no matter where your ticket is in the stadium. So even though we have really great seats, we can trade in our tickets and we can get additional seats. And we trade them because our seats have a higher value, so we can get more tickets per game. So we can trade in our tickets, and if we want to bring,
say like 20 people.
If we want to bring a lot of people, we'll just trade tickets in, and then what we do is Xavier. Some of you guys know Xavier, but Xavier comes to a lot of the games with us, and what he does is because he's younger than us, so. We usually get here right when the gates open. For season ticket holders can go in 30 minutes before the gates open. And what we do is he will then go in and he runs like from the gate, and the gate is over here. I'll show you. So straight across, you can see that opening right there. That's the gate that we normally would come in, and he has to come like all the way around the stadium. And he runs over there and saves seats. And the thing about him is that it's not reserved. So it's just first come, first serve. So he runs over there and grabs our seats. The seats are like cushioned lawn chairs, like you would have like in your backyard, like by your pool. And they're super comfortable. And every seat they have tables. They have tables and they have ledges where you can set your food and drinks on. So it's really, really awesome. So we always sit there. And also you're right behind the visiting bullpen, so you can see the other team.
Or the other team comes sits with you.
Or the other team will. If you watched a previous video or post that we made, you can see like the other team will sometimes come and sit with us. So this sign right here used to be Leftenberg's Bridal, but now you can see that it says Growlifornia. And this is down the line. If you turn you can see the foul pole. This sign would be in the fair side of the stadium, of course, way over the fence. But balls do hit that sign. And they do sometimes break. Mm-hmm. Sometimes balls have gone over onto the roof there, and it's a super long home run.
Went over where it says Leftenberg.
Yeah, where it said Leftenbergs before, and now they put Growlifornia. So that's and you can see like they've got these cool like baseballs, like for the entrance to the stadium, and it's very cool. It's very, very cool. They did a good job. They just need to get more business down here, make it more vibrant.
Yeah.
Once again, there's the old Gottschalk's building on the corner right there. Right here on the corner of Fulton and Kern. And then the Mammoth Mall, which is just basically like a giant swap mall. We'll go by there. We actually can probably go in.
Yeah.
No one's gonna care.
Mask on.
Oh yeah, mask. Let's put our masks on. We'll go in there. We'll take you guys into the Mammoth Mall, show you what's up with the Mammoth Mall. Let me just put my mask on. Sorry for that.
You get sale up to 70% off wigs, extensions, braids, ponytails.
With my mask on, I gotta take my glasses off. All right, so this is the Mammoth Mall. Here you go.
Brian, where you need?
And then they have like little educational things outside of downtown. So 1964, that's when the mall first opened. And you can see, here's a picture here with like Montgomery wards, and you can see that there's no street traffic. It's just pedestrian mall. And now obviously there's, it's been open to the street. So here's what it looks like inside here. Just individual like merchants.
Excuse me. Oh, and no.
What was that?
No video. Put you inside.
Oh, no?
No.
We're just advertising
You
for you.
have to call me.
Huh?
Call me. Call you?
Okay. All right.
So I guess I'm supposed to call him.
All right. So here's everybody has like an individual like booth, merchandise.
You need a cowboy hat?
If you need a cowboy hat, right here. Cowboy hats, boots, all that kind of stuff. And then there's like a lot of stores that sell like dresses, wedding dresses, quinceañera stuff. And then across the street, you've got this place, Tres Hermanos, which sells like boots, like Levi's, shirts, and then also like El Patron, cintos, botas, like boots, and like lots of like Mexican like type stores. There's a China Express restaurant here.
I should have told them why he's doing
There's a ice cream parlor, another like kind of like Mexican shop. More Mexican stores.
I found your outfit. Right there.
Oh, there you go.
Round rodeo.
All right, and then a lot of buildings down here just are shut down. Like, it was just kind of starting to kind of like a little bit come back before the coronavirus, but then...
This was a burger place right here.
Yeah.
It just opened just before.
It just opened,
And they shut
and
down.
they're shut down now.
Never got a chance to eat there. So they moved down the street.
And then there's a restaurant here called Los Panchos, which has like outdoor dining. I think we came here once. I don't know. I don't think it was very
I
good.
think it was good.
We didn't really like it. They're doing like a lot of construction now at the end of this road for California high-speed rail. That's all under construction. So now we're at the corner of Fulton and Tulare. There's a lot of like old, kind of like cool buildings here in Fresno. Again, you got like the Security Bank building. That's the Radisson Hotel. It used to be a Holiday Inn, and before that it was a Hilton. And in between all that, it was a Howard Johnson. That hotel has gone through a lot of different brand changes.
Yeah.
So there's a travel agency.
Travel agency.
We can book all of our travel right here. De Alba Travel. I don't see anybody cruising. I don't know. Alexa says the cruising started. I don't see that.
Well, there.
One car.
Two cars.
There's two cars apparently. So if that's the cruising, then that's it. So there's two cars. Here's like a cultural academy. They do like sessions with students on art and things like that.
Susie's Fashion. It's not open.
Susie's Fashion.
Susie's Beauty Supply. You need a wig? I was hoping to get Brian a wig, but
Yeah,
they wouldn't let
There's a wig
us in.
shop.
There's a wig shop here.
Look at those wigs, huh?
Yeah.
Those look really nice on me.
Yep. That one. There's that one. There's a Cruella de Vil one over there, like a Sia style.
Again, like lots of places are open for lease, things like that. Well, that store moved. That was that religious store.
Yeah. There's one across the street.
Oh, there's like religious stores down here. A lot of stores catering to like Hispanic and Latinos. A Mexican shoe store. $10 heels. This is where we're gonna go right here. $10 heels. How can you beat it? $10 heels.
You have that in size 12.
Okay, now we're coming to a corner where there's kind of a new restaurant. It's I think it's a new local chain. It's called the Chicken Shack. It's a very popular place. They have a thing called chicken fries or something like that. They're very good. So here's more of some of like the downtown buildings. There's a lot of little plazas down here. Some of these are like government buildings. And you can see like on some of the buildings down here, there's like a lot of artwork. And then here's the Chicken Shack. This is what we're talking about. Wings, fingers, and beer. And at the end of this street is the Fresno County Courthouse. Again, that building right there is the old Holiday Inn Hotel. There's lots of these old, like kind of like brick, like buildings here in Fresno. A lot of them they're doing work on. Hopefully they're gonna like revitalize some of this. They've made some of them into like apartments or condos and things like that. This street here dead ends like to the old train station, but they're doing work for high-speed rail. And then lots of this stuff is like city and like county buildings.
It's a restaurant.
Yeah?
It's a rooftop restaurant that's up there on the top. It's
Oh.
called Quail State Lounge or Bar.
Okay.
But it's a restaurant, and they're doing the outdoor dining out here. Instead
Oh.
of doing it up there.
Apparently there's normally a restaurant that's on the rooftop of this building here, which we didn't know about, but
It's called Quail
they've moved
State.
outdoor dining to out here.
Quail State.
Quail State.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you ever have a chance to come out, check it out. I looked at the menu; it looks really good. We're gonna have to check it out, Brian.
All right, cool. All right, so here's the Chicken Shack. There's lots of places to eat down here. A lot of them close early. Chicken Shack doesn't. They close like super late.
Super late.
Super late.
I told you what we were doing.
And there's a discount store. Again, there's like some taqueria, El Güero, a discoteca.
Yep. Rental place. You need some party supplies?
Party
Let's go.
supplies. So here's like another one of the fountain features. It's just, they're turned off right now. But here's some more dresses. Like if you need a dress, this is the place to come. The discount store. Yeah. And then this is the building I was talking about. This was the old Guarantee Bank building. And up on the top, you can kind of see the G. You probably see it better when we get up here. They put offices. They put offices in here, but they also, the top floors, they're renovating. They made them like condos and stuff, but I don't think they sold very well. So they're all renovated like units, but then they kind of quit selling them, I think, because they didn't really sell. So that's the old Guarantee Bank building in downtown Fresno.
Well, I heard because the elevator got stuck on
The elevator got stuck. So now we're on the corner of Fulton and Fresno Street. We're almost to like the end of like the downtown area, like another couple blocks here. So here's downtown Fresno. Some more. That building down there is the old PG&E building, with like the weird like wires on the top. There was a Jewelers on the corner, Proctor's Jewelers. Maston Towers, that building is an old hotel, but now it's it's housing for seniors and handicap and low income. There's an old theater called the Crest Theater. It's on the corner. It's right over there.
We'll walk by it.
Yeah, we'll go back down the other side. And then the Fresno Water Tower is right down there. If you've ever seen the miniseries Fresno, you've seen the water tower. And another thing that happens down here in downtown Fresno a lot, and I don't know if you've seen any of the people doing it, but you might see some people doing it, but people come down here and play Pokemon Go. I didn't know that was still a thing, but they do definitely do it here. So this is like a Fresno County Department of Health building.
It used to be PG&E.
Well, PG&E was right there.
No, this one used to be.
Oh yeah, it used to be PG&E too?
Yeah.
There's like a little taqueria, and then this all ends like down here at like a CVS pharmacy.
Closed for reorganization. Take 3.
Closed for reorganization. Everyone have a safe, healthy, and happy holiday. So who knows when they close? Is this the place that had the Thrifty ice cream?
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to sell the Thrifty ice cream in here. Oh yeah, right there. There's a sign right there.
Yep.
Yeah, they used to have Thrifty ice cream in this place, but apparently it's closed. Here's your beauty salon. Chicken King. They're just closed today. I know they're still open because I've definitely picked up orders from there. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Uptown Nutrition, a clothing store.
The Vault Studios.
The Vault Studios. This used to be, whatchamacallit?
Yeah.
The place we used to meet, and I can't think of the name of it right now. So here's some more like of these, like information about like some of the buildings and stuff that are down here in downtown. And they've got like a lot of information. Like here's some old pictures of downtown Fresno, like 1894 downtown Fresno right there. There's a picture from 1924 of the old trolleys coming up and down Fulton Street, the street that we're on right now. And like some of these buildings are still here. There's a little bit of the history of Fresno. There's like the construction of some of these buildings down here.
That's
That one, yeah.
that one.
Yeah,
Is it that one or the other one?
it was that one. It's the Fulton Entertainment District. Here's some more of these water features like we were talking about, with like artwork and statues. So, like I said, like a lot of this kind of stuff used to be like kind of in the middle of the street. And then here's the start of Fulton Mall, or the start of Fulton Street, the CVS Pharmacy. CVS Pharmacy.
I had one, and
There's cars.
Oh yeah, here's the car. I guess they do have some kind of cruising thing down here on Sundays. I don't know. So there's the old PG&E building right there, and then down here there's like some of like the older like theaters. Like there's the Warner's Theater, which is still open. They still have events there. That's where we went and saw RuPaul. No, it wasn't RuPaul's Drag Race. It was something like that.
RuPaul Live.
Something, yeah, RuPaul Live or something like that.
We also had a prom there.
That's where Ralph had his high school prom. The Warner's Theater. So here's some more of these water features. Ralph's Living Dangerously on the water feature. Uh-oh. It would have been a way better video if he had fallen in the water.
No.
No?
No. I would have said video over, let's go home. Time to change.
All right, and like I said, like here's some like the old like downtown like theaters that they have here in Fresno. It's just called the Warner's Theater, and over there it's called the Wilson Theater, which was purchased by a church, which recently like, a bunch of churches are buying up these old like historic theaters and turning them into like their church services, which I don't know. I don't think it's the best use for it. I think that you could there's a lot better uses like churches. There's a lot of other space for churches besides like old historic theaters. It just seems like they could, obviously someone would have to go in there and do something with them, but it seems like would have like some sort of purpose. Like here's the old Warner's Theater. So.
We could walk by a place that I know that a church will go by. Like a parking lot.
Yeah, yeah. There's just so many empty buildings. It just seems like to repurpose like an old theater. Like here's like this is the old.
Might as well put it into an actual building you're gonna actually have.
Yeah, there's just so many cool things you can do. People just don't have like. It seems like people don't quite have the right vision all the time here in Fresno. But like here's this is like the old PG&E building right here. And now we're at the corner of Fulton and Tuolumne. We're gonna walk back on the other side of the street, back to where our car was at. What light is green? There's no green light.
This one.
Oh, that one. So look, as the sun sets over the Central Valley. So I guess there are some old cars down here. Maybe they're gonna do like some sort of a cruise, a car show, something.
Oh, you know what?
You can see some.
Wouldn't like their car show be around this time of year? Like
The Grizzlies?
The Grizzlies?
No, it's in like June.
But don't they usually do one that's not like during the game? There is. We went to it.
Yeah. So now we're just going to go on the other side of the street, kind of back down Fulton Street. Again, this used to be no pedestrians allowed on Fulton Street. Some of the newer buildings in downtown that are just like, office buildings and things. And it's funny because they're like right next door to like some of like super old buildings.
But I mean, when they have a shop and a license,
You can see some of the cars that are waiting down here.
It's gonna be a car parade.
The car parade. Maybe we'll see it. Maybe we won't. I don't know.
Maybe.
We don't know what time,
We don't
or if it's
know.
over. Maybe it's already over. So again, like lots of, again, you didn't used to be able to walk over here. Like this used to be closed only to pedestrians. But now cars can travel up and down the street. You've got like a lot of like the, like housing commission and city offices, or their buildings are down here. And you can see like these are old buildings that had old like signs on them. Not sure what it used to be, but it used to be something else. And then again, there's some more of these downtown water features like they used to have. And like super old building. It's available. This could be yours.
For the right price.
If the price is right. It's got an intercom entrance. That's a selling point.
Yep. But the question is, does it still work?
I doubt it. I doubt it. All right, and here's like a kebab store. People skateboarding down the street here. And this is a store that has cookies and hot chocolate. I'm not sure if they're open anymore, but they still have a sign in the window. It looks like it's still open. Yeah. Buy 3 cookies, get 1 free. They're not open right now, obviously. It used to be a jewelry store, I'm sure, because it has like these little windows. And there's a taqueria. And then this here is the Fresno County Department of Health. Right here. Oh, here's a better picture of the G that I was talking about. So that's the G on top of the Guarantee Bank building. And like I said, when Ralph was a kid, that sign, it spun around and it would light up based on the color was what the weather was going to be for that day. So red meant it was going to be hot. They had a bunch of different colors. Blue was rain, green was cool. And you could see it all the way from the freeway, from 99 freeway. You can see that G and you say, oh, I know what the weather's going to be like. Now you just check your phone.
Right?
Now you just check your phone.
Immigration attorney. You ever need an immigration attorney?
You need an immigration attorney? That's where you go?
Good to go.
Right there, if you're deported or about to be deported. And then, like I said, it's an old jewelry store. It's just an abandoned building. Can't see it, it's dark.
Get it out.
Here's the,
You want to walk
yeah, we walk this way, yeah.
the other side or?
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, the other side.
The other side.
Well, we might have better luck going this way. Probably have better luck going this way. So here's like another one of those old theaters that's here in downtown. It's the Crest. They actually do, well, before coronavirus, they were starting to have like some events on it. They would have like Friday night movies. They were showing like the Rocky Horror Picture Show. They were doing like a lot of like different types of events here at the Crest Theater. So it's still, it obviously I'm sure needs a ton of work, probably on the inside, but they were still doing stuff there at the theater. You can see that you can rent it for stuff. And we could be rule violators. We're going to be rule violators. Vallarta's Gifts and Favors. Look, you too could look spiffy. That's right. If you need to dress your baby up, here's where you come. If your 3-year-old and your 5-year-old are thinking about starting their own mariachi band, then this is where you come. You get them all set up right here on their mariachi band. So here's the Crest Theater, the old marquee. And you can see, I mean, definitely could use some love. And it's funny because they have like the old theater style where like the ticket booth is like right out here in the front. Right, like the old ticket theater. And see, they were doing movies every Friday and Saturday, but again, they stopped because of coronavirus. But you can see here, like this is from last year. There's all this stuff. Some of this stuff happened and some of it didn't. So like the March 6th showing, there was nothing. March 13th, The Man Who Laughs, Universal silent film. So that actually happened. But then, like March 20th, March 27th, that stuff all got canceled. And they were supposed to have shows. You could buy your tickets and they would sell popcorn and stuff in here. And like, here's like the old lounge, like where the old concession stands, and the theater was like through the way there. So
Let's do like a renovation on this place.
I know, yeah, you could make it really cool.
Yeah, let's do like
Yeah.
a renovation on it.
And then of course, like there's the old sign for the Crest Theater. You could make it something. Like it could, like, I'm sure there's a market for this kind of stuff. And then right over here is a parking lot.
You need a kitty cat? Kitty cat.
Oh, does anybody need a cat? Maybe got a cat. Cat for sale. Cat for sale. But this over here is a parking lot, and on the weekends, they've been doing a drive-in called Barb's Drive-In, and they show like a movie. They've got food trucks, and they bring like a big screen, and you buy your tickets, ahead of time. They have a whole schedule of movies that they're going to be showing, and it's right here in this old parking lot, which is actually when we were looking at like possibly having to move our Pride Festival from the Tower District in Fresno to downtown, and Ralph and I actually came over here and looked at this lot just to kind of get an idea for we could use this lot for our festival. So it's perfect for our festival.
It is perfect.
But we're trying to keep it, down in the Tower District. So this is the corner of Broadway and Mariposa, and we're gonna go back down Mariposa to Fulton Street, and then we'll end the tour where we started, at Grizzly Stadium, or Chick-Chauncey Park, as they call it now. So this is just like a downtown like government building. This over here in the background, that's the old train station, and that's now on the Santa Fe lines or Burlington Northern lines, and Amtrak runs on the Union Pacific lines. So the train station is actually moved. It's no longer there. We're going back to the Fulton Entertainment District. So that right there is the old Security Bank building.
Oh, I see where their restaurant used to be. Is up there?
Downtown.
You see the balcony?
Oh yeah, yep. Huh. Yeah, so I guess the restaurant was up there on the top of that building. But for now, because of coronavirus and COVID, they've moved it outside, downstairs.
I wonder how long it takes for the food to come down.
Yeah. Can you imagine having to bring the food all the way up there? Maybe the kitchen's up there.
Yeah, no wonder.
This is called the old historic Helm building. It's just abandoned right now, but it could. They were starting to do some renovations on it, but it looks like maybe that's stopped.
This is where all festivals happen downtown. Where like
Yeah.
those Muertos things.
Yeah, they have like little festivals down here. The plaza with like an elevated area where you can have like a stage.
Cinco de Mayo festival.
Cinco de Mayo festival. You can see it's kind of painted colorfully like Cinco de Mayo.
It's stuck in time.
The clock is stuck in time.
Yep.
5 minutes to 8.
Yep.
Is that what time it is, or earlier than that? It's earlier than that, yeah.
6:01.
Yeah.
It's stuck in
The
time.
clock is stuck in time. Well, who knows what time it was stuck in? Again, just like a lot of like Mexican shops down here. Family fashions. That was the street we were on earlier. We were walking over there, that's where we saw the wigs.
Office Bay.
You can rent office space right here. Have a lovely view right over Fulton Street. Here's see, lots of these places are for sale. Like I'm saying, like literally, like this stuff had just kind of started to turn around, and then COVID happened, and it all just
Downhill.
went downhill. There's that restaurant again, Los Panchos.
Fresno Coin Market.
And then this building right here that you're going to see in a second, I'll show you off of the distance. The taller building off in the distance right there, that's the Del Webb building. That actually used to be a hotel. A long time ago in the 60s, that was the Del Webb Hotel. Del Webb was a developer. He has developments all over the country, and that was his one in Fresno. Now it's just county buildings. And then right over here, where you see a sign that says Pawn Shop, that's the backside of Grizzly Stadium. It's on the Tulare Street side of Grizzly Stadium. There used to be a place called Coney Island Hot Dogs over there that was so good.
And who introduced you to Coney Island hot dogs?
Yep, Ralph introduced me to Coney Island Hot Dogs, and then they've now closed and gone out of business, but it used to be so good. It was a little tiny place, really, just to go only.
We gotta walk down.
Oh yeah, we'll walk around the front. Oh, that's right. Yep. We're going to walk by the main entrance. These over here are just like more parking structures that they use for the stadium on game nights. Usually we get here early enough and we can usually park right here on the street and walk in. It's pretty nice. The benefit of coming early to the games. And what we're about to cross right here is Home Run Alley, because the home run balls fly into this alley. People will stand out in this alley when there's a game, kids and stuff, and they'll stand, the stadium's right down there, they'll stand in the alley and they'll collect the home runs when they come over if they come over the fence. So you can see it's Home Run Alley. Mm-hmm. So this is where the hot dog store used to be, right here.
20th Century Grill.
Yeah. This used to be
Coney Island Dogs.
Coney Island Dogs. And
The kitchen used to be over here.
looks like they're doing work in there. I don't know.
The kitchen used to be over here on this side.
Yeah.
It used to be right here. And used to enter on this side through this door.
Yeah.
This wasn't a door.
Yeah, it looks like there's some work going on in there, but I'm not sure. Not sure exactly what's going on. I don't know if it ever even opened as a place called 20th Century Grill, because I'm not familiar with it. But Federal Jewelry and Loan. And then right here is the other side of Grizzly Stadium, or Chauncey Park.
Yep.
So when they have the Taco Truck Festival, the taco trucks are all parked along here. And that merry-go-round that we showed you at the very beginning of the video, that merry-go-round used to be located over here, and they took it to the other side of the park. So that's the baseball stadium. Right there, it's like one of the plazas, the Grizzly Stadium. The seats are inside there. As the sun is setting.
Yep.
It was a really nice day today. It's probably in the 70s. Really nice. So there's the outsides of Chauncey Park. This is the Tulare Street entrance. We're on the corner now of Tulare and H.
Do you remember when they built this and we accidentally walked up to the top, ended up in
Uh-huh.
the press box
Yep.
when we were working? We were like, we don't know our way around the stadium yet.
Yeah.
We're still trying to figure it out.
Yeah. There used to be a lot of that when we first started here. Nobody knew where anything was, and we'd end up in the wrong place. Take the wrong stairs, take the wrong elevator.
Are you here to do the call? No. I'm here to sell you some churros.
We're just here to sell you some peanuts. So this is the Fresno Fire Department, like the main fire office right here. That's the old train station. You can see all the construction work they're doing. That's for high-speed rail. And then here's, the Fresno Fire Department and Chauncey Park, home of the Fresno Grizzlies.
And as you can see, the palm trees are native to Fresno.
The native palm trees, yeah.
Native palm trees, they naturally grow in Fresno.
And you can see the bear statue, Growlifornia. Growlifornia.
Rawr.
Rawr. We speak bear. Mono Wind Casino. And here's more of just like the outside of the stadium.
This area you do want to stay away from when it's kids' day because
Oh yeah.
you
This-
do want to stay away from this area.
This is a bus loading zone right here, and on the nights that they have like kids' night, oh my gosh.
That's why
it
we always
is
use the other entrance
a
on the
zoo.
other side. The first entrance we showed you.
Yeah, it's a mess. So that level up there with the windows, that's like, they have like a club up there with a restaurant and indoor bar and seating. You have to be a club member to go up there. And then this is one of their parking lots across the street. They added solar panels. Those solar panels actually power the stadium. Lights of the stadium, that's something fairly new. And then here's the main, this would be like the main entrance, made for the stadium. This is the box office, ticket office for the Grizzlies. And here's the team store. Obviously not open right now. Where the bear? Growlifornia. And then this is the season ticket holder entrance right here. And again, like I said, you get to enter 30 minutes before the gates open. It's great for nights that there's giveaways or things like that you get to go in early.
You can see from the other side. That's it.
Yep, so
Walk up there and you can see.
this is where we would normally go in, and this is what I was talking about earlier, where if we're with one of the kids, then they would go running over to that side of the stadium
Where it says
Fresno Social, and you might not be able to see it. Let's see if I can zoom in. Right over there. So,
Your big finger.
right there, that's where we sit.
Let's see. Try to get it.
There, Ralph's pointing. That's where we sit, on that side of the stadium. That's where they set up the like lawn chairs. And then that's the parking lot. And again, lots of construction, high-speed rail. And in just a second, we're going to be right back where we very first started, at the merry-go-round on the Inyo Street entrance to Chauncey Park here in downtown Fresno.
And that's where we're going to end our video.
That's where we're going to end.
We're an hour over than
Uh-huh.
Facebook allows to go live.
See, there's the new solar-powered structure, parking lot for the Grizzlies. And there's the merry-go-round. Right there.
There it is.
The Fresno Grizzlies merry-go-round.
And just to let you guys know, if you ever bring your kids or if you have kids, the merry-go-round is free.
But yeah, as Ralph was saying, the merry-go-round is free if you come to Grizzly Stadium and go to a game.
Or
and
if you
have your
just want to
kids.
get on the merry-go-round.
Or if you want to go on the merry-go-round as an adult.
Doesn't matter.
So that's our little tour of downtown Fresno, our walking tour. We walked all the way down Fulton Street, all the way the pretty much where people would be walking. You saw that a lot of stuff was closed. It is Sunday evening. A lot of stuff is being revamped, revitalized, like all that good stuff. But that's we've been on live for probably over an hour as we walked all around downtown Fresno. Kind of showed you what was going on, showed you the outside of the stadium, Grizzly Stadium, as they get ready for baseball season. Again, the Grizzlies are going to start playing in May. That's when single A baseball will begin. They are going to allow fans for the first. It'll be restricted at the first part, and then we'll see kind of how things go throughout the season. But I think the first games will be 25% capacity. And I think the first game is May 8th versus the Visalia Ride. So that I hope everybody enjoyed our little walking tour of downtown Fresno. You got to see a little bit of the car show, the cars are going to be cruising, some of the shops that are in downtown Fresno, some of the entertainment, some of the artwork, some of the old buildings, and of course Chauncey Park. So we will, and also the brewery district, which we showed there. People like the outdoor dining and things
There's
that are
more
going on in
breweries
the
that are
brewery
coming this
district.
way.
And there's another couple that are going to be opening over there in that area when we very first started the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. We will go live again another time. We're going to show some other parts of Fresno at some point. We're going to go up to the River Park area, which is like the newer part of Fresno. We'll kind of walk around over there and show that area. And then we'll do a lot of different like areas in Fresno. We're also going to be in Arizona in a couple of weeks. We'll do maybe a little walking tour of
there.
if we can find anything interesting there. And other than that, we are going to go ahead and sign off for now. This is not goodbye. This is bye for now. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.